Hello everybody, this is Ogre and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1995 movie Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. The movie is directed by Joe Chappelle and written by Daniel Farrand. Sorry, I probably butchered his last name. And this movie picks up 6 years after Halloween 5, and Michael Myers and Jamie Lloyd have disappeared and everything. They've been kidnapped by a cult and everything, and it's implied that Michael got Jamie pregnant and everything. She gives birth to a baby and everything, but she escapes and Michael goes after her and everything, and he ends up killing her, but after she hides the baby in in some place. I'm not sure exactly what the place was, but she hides the baby, and Tommy Doyle comes to the rescue, finds the baby, and takes him to Haddonfield, and him and Dr. Loomis are trying to figure out what Michael is up to and everything, and he's returning to Haddonfield to try to get the baby from Tommy Doyle and everything. And there's this big side plot that comes at the end of the movie where we find out that the reason why Michael is the way he is because of Thorn. It's like something from a pagan ritual back in ancient ruins or something. It's kind of hard to explain it. I'm not very good at explaining it, but pretty much it's the reason why he is evil and always wants to murder and stuff. But this was a pretty solid movie, I guess, for the most part. It's not one of my most favorites in the franchise and everything, but I think it's alright. I've heard that the producer's cut is better by some, and I've also heard that it's worse, so I don't really know. I've never seen the producer's cut. I really want to, and if I ever do see it, then I'll probably go ahead and give that version a review and everything. But I think George P. Wilbur is excellent as Michael Myers. He comes back from the fourth movie, and Michael is also played by another guy in some of the scenes where they did reshoots, but to be honest, I'm not exactly sure which scenes those are and everything, but I really, whoever it is playing him throughout most of this movie is really good. He's brutal, and I think it's one of the best portrayals we've had of Michael since the first movie, for sure. Probably actually my second one out of the original series anyway. I just thought he was really good as Michael. Paul Rudd was alright as Tommy Doyle. This was his very first movie, so it's interesting to see where he gets it started at and everything in his career, but his performance is just okay. His acting isn't extremely great, obviously because of the fact that this is his first movie, so I cut him some slack on that, but I do agree with a lot of people that this was really before he started becoming a better actor and everything. And part of it, I think, is also because even though this movie is pretty decent, it's not like a great movie, so I guess that could be it too. Marion Hagen plays Kara Strode. Her and her family live in the Myers house, which, why the Strode family would want to live in the Myers house makes absolute no sense to me. I think the reason they live there is because they could live there for free, because the dad's brother owned it or whatever, and he inherited it or something. But I mean, honestly, if your family had to go through everything that you saw that Laurie went through and all that, I don't think I would want to live in that house. But I guess I can't really say much. I mean, most of them didn't know, though. I think if I remember right as well, that they didn't know that it was the Myers house, except for like the dad and maybe the mom. But I thought it was cool. The mom and dad and the Strode family's names are John and Deborah, a nod to John Carpenter and Deborah Hill and everything. I thought that was kind of a cool little nod to them. And Kim Darby plays Deborah, and I think she was pretty good. It's weird seeing her in something else because I've only seen her in maybe one or two other movies, and the main one that I really have seen her in quite a bit is one of my favorite Western movies, True Grit, and she was really young in that, so it's weird seeing an older Kim Darby in this movie and everything, but I thought she was pretty good as Deborah. And Brad English plays John, which I don't really like him, like the character, but I think he did okay playing him. And Keith Bogart plays Tim, who is Cara's younger brother, and he was good too. Janice Nicker, I probably butchered her name, plays Miss Blankenship, and she's good too. She's kind of creepy. I could tell there was something off about the character from the get-go, but none of the other characters in the movie seemed to notice it, but for some reason I noticed it. Of course, I had already seen the movie before, but last time I watched it even, I could tell there was something not right about her. Donald Pleasance is once again great as Dr. Loomis, like he always is. And Mitchell Ryan, who plays Dr. Wynn, was pretty good too. Out of all the casting, though, the one that bothers me the most is J.C. Brandy playing Jamie Lloyd. She did okay as the character, but I really liked Danielle Harris in the last two movies. I was really mad to find out that she didn't come back to play her and everything, and finding out the reason why she didn't come back is because she paid to get emancipated from her family so that she could be in this movie, and then they wouldn't pay her enough and everything. It's like she went through a lot of trouble to get to be in the movie, and they still wouldn't pay her what she wanted to be paid, and I just didn't like that about this movie. I thought that was just, I thought it was really crappy the way they did Danielle Harris and everything. And when Jamie dies at the beginning of the movie, it doesn't have the same kind of impact I think it would have if it would have been Danielle Harris playing her and everything. I didn't feel I think I would have felt a lot more emotional and stuff had it been Danielle Harris, because we've grown to love her over the last two movies and everything. So that's one of my biggest problems with this movie. Now I do like getting to find out more about why Michael is the way he is and everything. I think that was kind of cool and everything. But I don't like the ending as much either, because like the way you just hear Dr. Loomis screaming, you don't really know what's going on and everything. I kind of felt like it just wasn't a great ending and everything. But it does have some pretty good kills though. I think my favorite one is when he kills Kim Darby's character, Deborah. And you see like the blood go all over the sheet and everything in the backyard. And I thought that was just a really good kill. And I also liked John's death partly because I was happy to see the character die, because I didn't really like him and everything. I just thought he was really brutal. Michael was really brutal, and I thought that was just one of the most awesome things about the movie. And then there's a scene in the hospital that I really like, where he's going like on this rampage in the hospital and everything. But the way the lights are flashing in the movie, it kind of ruins it for me. Because even though it's really awesome and everything, it's hard to keep focus on it because of the way the lights are and everything. So it's good and bad on that part. But I think that Halloween, the Curse of Michael Myers, is a lot better than I remembered it to be. Because I didn't really remember it very much when I watched it. After watching it last time, I think I fell asleep during part of it too. But I think this was a decent movie. I don't think it's one of the very best in the franchise, but I don't think it's absolutely garbage either. I think it's just an alright entry and everything. And I'd say I'd give it a 7 out of 10 because it is watchable and it has some pretty good kills and stuff and everything. So, but anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers, and hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.